How has it been adjusting to a new locker room? I mean, you rattle off all these names of people that you want to work with and whatnot, but it's still like inserting yourself into this world again. How's that been?
So it's a new locker room, but it's not. There's so many familiar faces. You know, I've known Cody forever.
Yeah.
Sandra's making tights.
Right?
Jan's doing makeup.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So like, there's familiar faces and stuff like that. I mean, like I said, in the truck, like, I mean, people who have directed WrestleManias, like I know a lot of the people behind the scenes. A lot of familiar faces, but a lot of new ones too. Some of them make me feel old, but man, do some of them make me feel super cool.
Yeah.
You know, there's more than one conversation I've had that people were like, hey, I just have to say that you helped me through a bad spot.
People that are in the locker room have said this.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
People have tattoos.
Really?
Based on me.
What?
Yeah, like
Ew.
I'm not saying.
Where's this tattoo?
It's a lot. Some of it's heavy, but it's
Yeah.
all positive, you know,
Wow.
and it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know, it really is. And I mean, so do you know Shane Hagedorn? Shane Hagedorn is a kid I trained at Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Ring of Honor. He works backstage.
Wow.
So it's just
That's cool.
it's wild,
full
man.
circle.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
it
nuts.
really is crazy. And, you know, seeing all like, I mean, Serena, I saw Serena
Yeah.
yesterday and like,
With her hair.
yeah. And like, I gave Serena a big hug and she's just like, hey, I'm sorry. And I was like, I'm sorry if I was ever too serious and I was a jerk, you know, like,
Yeah.
so there's like a lot of that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of therapy going on. There's a lot of people that used to work where I used to work and we all come together and there's like, it's just like,
Yeah, like what does that feel like to like, it's just such a different time for you to have left the time that you had in WWE, which has obviously been very well documented, to where you're at now and having that time. Like, who are you as a person walking into this?
I think I'm a person that is grateful that I can get back to falling in love and enjoying professional wrestling, but also knowing that I don't have to be consumed by it and so obsessed to a point of self-destruction.
Right.
I can be like, oh, you know, like whatever happens, Tony already asked me if I, you know, hey, do you have any vacations planned so you need time off, like whatever. And I was like, bro, I just got here.
You haven't even had to get on a plane yet.
I haven't even taken a bump. Correct.
Yeah, or taking a bump. Things are going really well for you right now.
Yes, I'm enjoying it.
No bumps, no planes.
But, you know, there was just, you know, I think old Phil was just like obsessed. Like I was obsessed with wrestling and old school wrestling and, you know, got to be tough, got to finish the match and got to work hurt, got to work sick. And that's just not conducive to a healthy you.
Yeah.
You know, like mentally, physically, like everything. Like when April came into my life, I was like, if I don't stop, I'm going to mess this up. If I don't stop, I'm going to die. And it sounds dramatic, man, but like there's people that I wish were still here that I know were going to quit 6 months before they were found dead in a hotel. And that's real life.
Yeah.
And I like me. I don't want that to be me.
Sure.
I would much rather be hated for having left than be loved for, you know, being dead and being like, oh, he's great. You know, like it's a better all around situation. I think it's a better all around Phil. Because for sure, like there's probably people who had bad experiences with me because I was like, wrestling, you know, like, no, this is the way it's got to be. And like, we're old school and we got to be tough. And like, you know, and now I'm just like, no, man, you know, because you know, what's more important than wrestling to me is that guy, Larry, my wife, maybe not in that order, but
John does that too. John always does. He goes, I want to go home so I can be with my dogs and my wife. Yeah. Actually, now it goes with my baby, my dogs, my wife. I've taken the third.
You're like number
seat.
4.
Me and Benny can share 3.
So yeah, it's you know, everything happens for a reason, even the bad stuff. I've been through some bad stuff, and you know, now I'm on the other side of it. And Dreamer said it to me. He was doing Busted Open, and Dreamer's like, I want to give you your flowers while you're here, and I was like, I will accept said flowers.
Yeah.
I will. I'm trying to learn how to take a compliment.
Not an easy thing to do,
No,
but it's good. That's a good place to be in, to just like accept it, come into it with like your guard down, and just to be able to enjoy things. I mean, even like you said, coming out for your debut is being able to slow down and take in all of those moments. And I think that can apply to kind of everything from in the ring to backstage to
You know what's great about that though too is that Tony recognized what a moment that is. So here we go. I think Tony recognized.
Emilio's dying.
Dude, Larry's just getting fat on ham.
Larry's leaving here 10 pounds heavier.
I think Tony recognized what a moment that was going to be. Mm-hmm. And so there was no hit your times, make sure you do this, do that. It was literally just go.
Yeah.
It was very Bruce Lee. It was go be water.
Yeah.
Flow, crash, do whatever you're going to do, and we'll shoot it, and it'll be magic.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the rest of it just kind of gets figured out. I mean, from like you getting to do your thing, you had 2 segments, and we're like, we'll fill the rest of the show after that. Because I remember talking to John, he's like, we're closing the show out, and we'll see whatever Punk goes out to do, and then we'll kind of follow and close out depending on what the time's going to be. So just an interesting way to do TV. I mean, coming after like WWE, where it's like everything is down to the second,
right,
to just letting you go out and do your thing. It's very, very cool.